Элиза. Элиза, сегодня на каком языке?
На английском тоже, как вчера.
На английском тоже, как вчера. Хорошо, ничего не изменилось. Презентация на английском языке, без перевода, я так понимаю. Без
Да,
перевода.
без перевода.
Лиза, тебе слово.
Okay, thank you, Bernardo, and hello, everyone. Very happy to be here today to tell you a bit more about our university, Università Cattolica. I will start with a small video. I hope you can hear it because I'm not always sure about the sound, but I hope you like it. And then we'll start talking a bit more about the university. But I think it's important these days that we have the chance to show you something. So I really want you to see all our campuses around Italy.
Non sei a tutto schermo, eh?
Yeah, I just wanted to show you a bit more about our university. I know that sometimes with Zoom it's complicated, but this video is also available on YouTube, and I will be happy to share it later if someone passes at the booth and wanna watch it better on YouTube. So let's talk a bit about our university, starting from where we are located, which, as Bernardo said, it's not only in one place in Italy, it's actually in 5 different cities slash towns. The most important and the biggest campus of the university is located in Milan, which is also where I am located right now, and you can see it behind me. This was the first campus that was founded, and it expanded a lot during this century. But then the university started expanding even more, and we have right now 5 campuses which are very much characterized and featured according to the programs that we offer. You will find, in fact, that behind each campus there is something specific. We believe in the fact that the territory and the place is very important. So it's important to study something which is connected to where you are at the moment of your studies. That's the reason why you will not find in all the campuses the same programs, but actually you will find specific programs, masters, bachelors in each campus. So Milan is the campus where we offer the majority of the courses taught in English, and it's where we have the faculty of management, economics, international relations, marketing, communication. Well, because Milan is a very important city in Italy for economics, but also for finance. Many international companies have their headquarters here. So it really makes sense to study these subjects in this city. Also, you will have obviously more chances to find an internship and maybe later also a job if you would like to stay in Italy after your studies. Rome is, very important. Obviously, as a city in Italy, is the capital. It's where we have the Faculty of Medicine and Surgery. And we work together with one of the most important hospitals in the country, Policlinico Gemelli, which is the place where our students do their practice and learn how to become doctors. So we chose Rome because we had the chance to have this important partnership with the hospital, which is obviously the best place for our students to learn their future job. And then we have Cremona and Piacenza, which are not cities, they are towns, they are smaller than Milan and Rome. And it's where we offer all the programs connected to sustainability, viticulture, enology, agriculture, because this area in Italy is very important for the production of food, wine, and also the majority of what we produce in this area is sold abroad. So for our international students, is the best place to study these subjects and to learn how to work and manage a kind of company like this. And then we have Brescia, which is our technological campus. It's where we offer all the programs in technology, data science, physics, and mathematics. The university, something more about us. We have 12 schools, so we offer quite a lot of faculties and options. Many students. We have more than 40,000 students in all our campuses, studying different things in different programs, taking part in different projects. We have many international students already. Every year this number is growing, and we are very happy to welcome more and more students from all over the world. We also have different partnerships, which it's important to know, because this means that you will come to Italy to study the program you choose, but then you will also have the chance to have other international experiences, not just coming to Italy, which will be already an international experience, and also because you will have colleagues from other parts of the world, but you will also be able to do a period in another country, in another university, a semester abroad, in an internship abroad. So I also believe this is important to know, because your international experience will not end just when you get to Italy. And then, well, our academic offer. Obviously, being an Italian university located in Italy, as you can imagine, well, most of the programs are offered in Italian, but we have a quite wide academic offer, also completely taught in English, where we do not require any Italian knowledge. So you will have the chance to come to Italy, obviously to learn Italian or improve Italian while living here, but you will have the chance to study or keep on studying in English as well. So that would be a great option for sure. Something about our university connected to rankings. I believe rankings are interesting and they can tell you a lot. Sometimes they're a bit difficult maybe to understand, but I think it's important to see what's behind them. One ranking that I think it's really useful and can really tell you a lot about Università Cattolica is this ranking about the quality of the teaching that we offer at our university. It's one of the rankings by QS that I imagine you know. And according to this ranking, 16 of the subjects that we teach is in the top 300 in the world, which means that, well, we are in a quite good position in many of the subjects that we teach. What I believe is interesting to read behind this is the fact that the university really cares and really works a lot on producing contents of value for our students and to give you the chance to study what you really need and what you will really need. As you can imagine, I mean, the world goes really fast. So things change really fast, especially, I believe, after technology became so important. So you need to study something that will be useful for you. And it's what our professors and teachers do all the time. They keep on working on the programs, on the content that you will study, so that you can really have the knowledge that you will need when you will go out of university. You will start looking for your first job. And talking about jobs and opportunities of internships and all of this, well, I think there is another ranking which is important, which is the QS Graduate Employability Ranking from this year, 2022. According to this ranking, Cattolica in Italy is the first one for employer-student connections. What that means? Obviously, we cannot, unfortunately, guarantee that you will find immediately after graduation your dream job. But what I can tell you is that we will do all that is in our power to give you the chance to be prepared for when you will start looking for a job. And we work a lot on creating this connection, this bridge between the two worlds, the university and the future, your future job. How do we do that? Well, we have many internships options. We have different agreements all over the world, not only in Italy, but with companies that are located everywhere. This way, you will have the chance to do an internship if you would like, and in some programs that will be mandatory. So you will have to do it anyway. And then you will also have the chance to see job offers that will be published on our database. We have a specific office, the career office, which works in order to find the best options for our students, and you will have access to all this information that will be very helpful and valuable for you. We also organize career days, which is a very interesting event because, well, the companies basically come to see you at the campus. So during these career days, you will have the chance to meet the companies, the employers, and you will realize what the companies are looking for. And we will help you, obviously, on trying to understand how to prepare for an interview or how to write a curriculum. So this way, when the moment will come, you will be ready. Our academic offer, I will focus more today on the English taught academic offer, but as said before, we have many programs which are taught in English. So if you want to study in Italian and you have some doubts or you want to know more about some program, I will be obviously at the stand all day. So please come and we will talk about Italian taught programs as well. So our academic offer, as we said, is quite wide. We have programs in different subject areas: agribusiness, banking, finance, and data science, communication, marketing, humanities, which include literature, screenwriting, linguistics, management, which is probably the biggest faculty that we have, political science, and the area of medicine. And inside this academic offer, we have different kinds of programs at all levels. Well, the first level that you will find at our university is obviously the undergraduate degrees, which in Italy usually have a duration of 3 years, but there are some exceptions, such as medicine and surgery, which, as you can see here, it's a 6-year program. We offer at the moment 7 undergraduate degrees in different subject areas. And for them, as you already probably know, well, you will need to have at least 12 years of schooling. We will also see this in the entry requirements, but I think it's important to already start talking about this. That's Italy, so it's not only our university, but it's important to remember. All the English taught undergraduate degrees start in September. So that's also important to remember because we have 2-3 different intakes according to the kind of programs you are going to apply to. But all the undergraduate degrees start in September, in the fall. So you will have the chance to apply, and all the classes will begin in the fall and in the next fall. And then moving to the graduate programs, as you probably already know and have listened also in other presentations, I guess. Well, in Italy, there are actually 2 types of graduate programs, and it's important to know very well the difference because they can give you different opportunities after them. And one kind of program could be better for you than the other. So we have 2-year graduate degrees called Lauree Magistrali, and then we have the 1-year specializing masters. The 2-year graduate degrees, they're more academic, obviously. Well, they are longer, and they give access to a PhD. So if this is your idea to keep on studying and doing research, for sure, this will be the best option for you. And then we have the 1-year specializing masters, which are more for students who want a practical-based program, a program where you will have the chance to develop specific competencies on the professional side, as this program includes, as I was saying before, an internship which is mandatory. So you will have the chance for a part of the year to start working in a company and put in practice what you will have learned. Our English taught graduate degrees, so the 2-year masters, we have at the moment 18 of them, as I said before, completely taught in English. And for these programs as well, we only have 1 intake, which is the intake in the fall. Differently, for the 1-year specializing masters, we have actually 3 different intakes, 2 in the fall, which are 1 in September and 1 in November, and 1 which is actually in January. So for the January intake, actually, I want to tell you that if you're still looking for an option for this academic year, so 22-23, for our specializing masters that start in January, applications are still open and will close at the end of October. So if you are interested in one of the programs that we have for this in January intake, you are still in time to apply. And as I said before, for Italian taught programs, I didn't put all the list here because it wouldn't be possible. But if you are interested because you speak Italian and you want to keep on studying in Italian, I will be happy to give you more information. In the meanwhile, if you want to start checking our academic offer, you can obviously scan the code and see what we offer. The tuition fees, which is important, obviously, to know about, and living costs. So in our university, it's important to know that we assign the tuition fees according to where the student and the family lives and where you produce your income. So for you, the kind of tuition fee will be the non-European residence fee, which is a fixed fee, an annual fee, that will be, as you can see, well different according to the program that you will choose. It's also important to say, though, that for undergraduate degrees and for the 2-year masters, we have a scholarship, which is called Ucsc International Scholarship, which is a merit-based scholarship and will be awarded to the students according to the evaluation we will make on your application. And as you can see, for the undergraduate degrees and the 2-year master degrees, if you get the scholarship, you will have a tuition fee which will be much less than the full one. For medicine and surgery, we do not have this option, unfortunately. You will be able to check other options offered by Unicat. And for the 1-year masters, we actually offer scholarships, but they depend on the program you will choose. So for each program, it will be important to check the requirements and the scholarships available. And talking about living costs, it's this what we more or less see the students need to live in Italy, to live for 1 month, paying for the accommodation, the transport, the food. Probably it's true this amount could be and will be probably a bit higher, but more or less this is what students need to live in Milan, which is also true. It's not a very cheap city, but there are many options, so it's also possible to be able to find better options. Applications, how do they work? Just to give you an idea, obviously all the information will be published on our website, which we are updating these days, as we are about to open the first group of applications, which will be the applications to medicine and surgery, which is the first program which will be available for next year. We will open actually next week. And then we will open mid-November, December for the bachelor's, and for the masters, the 1-year programs and the 2-year masters starting from mid-December. You will find all the information on the website. We will have different rounds, so it will be possible to apply starting from one day, one date, and then there will be some deadlines that you will find, and you will choose which round you would like to apply to. And just to give you a quick idea about the entry requirements, well, for the undergraduate degrees taught in English, first of all, obviously, it's important to be able to provide an evidence of a B2 at least level of English proficiency. We accept all the certificates like TOEFL, IELTS. We also have actually our own test, which is available for international students. It's an online English test that you will be able to register for, and it's completely for free. According to the program then that you would like to apply to, you will find that we will ask for different requirements, such as mathematics, for economics or finance, international relations. You will have an online interview if you choose to study psychology, and for all the programs, it will be necessary to write a small motivational letter. But don't worry, because you will find all the instructions in the application form, and you will be able to download the template. If you would like to study medicine instead, well, the process will be a bit different. For this program, we have an entrance exam, which is done once a year, and for 2023 will be at the end of March. As I said before, we're going to open next week the application, so it will be important for you to register as soon as possible, because you will have the chance to have access to our simulator and to all the material that you will need to train to prepare yourself the best way to take the test. The test will be, it's not a secret, 65 multiple choice questions in different subject areas. You will have 65 minutes to complete the test, and according to the pool you will be assigned to, the European or the non-European pool, which will depend on your passport, you will have the chance to take the test online or in person in one of the test centers that we will open. But as this is a quite complicated, let's say, and special process, again, if you're interested in medicine, please come to the stand later and I will tell you a bit more about that. And instead, if you are looking for a graduate program, important to keep in mind that, again, we need the proof of English for both the 2-year masters and the 1-year specializing masters. But again, we'll have the chance also to take our own test. And for the 1-year programs, you will have the chance to do an interview with the master committee. Very important to remember that for the 2-year masters, we will need that you have an academic background which is relevant to the content of the master that you are going to study. Work experience, actually, it's not required. It's not required for neither of the 2 programs. So that's important to know as well. And for last, and to give space to questions, if there are some, you can check our website, obviously, to have further information. And you can also find here my contact and the general email of the university. Also, I would like to underline that Studiare in Italia is our representative in Russia and Kazakhstan. So for any need, inquiry, or question, doubt you may have, they will also be able to help you. They know very well the university, so please contact them as well if you have some doubts. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elisa, for the presentation. It has been very interesting to hear. Thank you very much for your words towards our organization. We are Studiare in Italia is the representative of Cattolica since the very beginning, so it's now almost 15 years that we help students to get into this very prestigious university. We have a question from Alexandra, which is been in the last year of Bachelor's in Management program. She's wondering if she can apply for the Arts Management program.
I would say that yes. Obviously, Alexandra, if you want to have further information, we can talk a bit about this later. But for arts management, we accept students from different backgrounds, and having studied already management, that will be for sure a plus for you, and you will have the chance to specialize in this kind of management, which is specific about art. So I would say you will have very high chances to get into the program. Yes.
Very good. Also, there is a question about the balance between work and study on the master's degree. Probably someone who wants to enter the university and working while studying.
I have to say that this is a very interesting question. It's quite difficult, though. It's possible, obviously, but it's not easy. For 1-year specializing masters, we have mandatory attendance. For the 2-year masters, actually, no. But still, the programs are full-time, so they require that students go to class, and the amount of hours you will also need at home to study is relevant. So we have some programs, a couple of them, which are for executives, so for students who are studying, but they're very specific. They're international business. They are taught for students who are working. It's possible to work in Italy. I also want to say this, with the study visa for 20 hours per week. Still, it's not always easy. Our university is a full-time university for most of the programs, and it's on campus. So we require and we ask the students to go to class for your future. I mean, for you to be able to do your best in the master and get the best out of that.
That's very interesting as well. I guess we are off with the questions for now. We know that you have a very busy schedule of meetings yesterday and today, so many students that are asking to get into to be accepted into Cattolica program. Draghi studenti, Я вам напоминаю, что на сайте выставки study-italy.ru вы можете нажать на кнопку «Забронировать встречу с Университà Cattolica» и поговорить с моей коллегой Элиза Квадру, которая провела для нас презентацию, ответила на ваши вопросы. И я думаю, что будет... Это не католики.